What's going on, everybody? Welcome to the GameFreak. Today we are going to do another Evercade cart re-review. And this was actually one of the first carts that I got. And it came with the Evercade EXP. And it really turned me on to the arcade carts. You know, that was really the main reason why I bought the VS and EXP were for these purple carts. And that is the Irem Collection 1. This cart has 6 games on it, so let me tell you what games are on here. We have R-Type, In the Hunt, Moon Patrol, Lightning Swords, Battle Chopper, and 10-Yard Fight. I am going to go over all 6 games, show a little bit of gameplay of each, and I will let you know how I feel about these games. And then after that, I will give this cart a grade, A being the best, F being the worst, and everything in between. So let's dive into some gameplay of this, shall we? So the first game we're going to look at is 10-Yard Fight. Now, I am a big football fan. I'm more of a hockey fan than I am football, but I do enjoy football. I watch football all the time when it's in season, and I like football games. However, 10-Yard Fight is probably the worst football game ever made. Can't stand this game. Really don't know why Irem put this on the cart. I'm sure it wasn't Irem, it was Blaze, but I don't know why they picked 10-Yard Fight to even go on this cart, because this is by far the worst game on this cart. Next up, we have Battle Chopper. Now, I remember when I first started playing this, I was like, with the music and the graphics and everything, I was like, man, this looks like something that should be on a little kid's like leap pad or something. It didn't look like it was going to be much of a game, but I'll tell you right now, this game was very challenging, and it's surprisingly pretty good. It plays like gameplay really well. The controls and everything are pretty much spot on. It does get very challenging, and it was worth the play. It took me a little while to actually beat this game because it gets pretty tough, so I really recommend this game. It's a fun one. The next game is Lightning Swords. Now, this is the American version. The Japanese version, I believe, is called like Kengo, but they're both the same game. Now, I really enjoyed this game. The con that I can say about it is I cannot stand games that you have to hit up to jump, and this is one of them. But surprisingly, that didn't really take away the fun in this game. It's a pretty basic, simplistic game, but it is lots of fun. The end bosses are pretty neat, and the gameplay is, as well as it can be when you have to hit up to jump. So, really cool game. I like the Lightning Swords. The next game on the list is Moon Patrol. Now, you have to consider the age of this game. This was like early to mid 80s. I'm thinking like 83, 84. I forget the exact year. But, this game can get a little bit repetitive, but it also gets very challenging, and it's not a real horrible game. It's actually pretty fun. It's not a banger by any means, but it's a good game. I guess this would be okay. It's definitely not bad. The next game on the cart is In the Hunt. Now, I was very, very skeptical before I started playing this game because I was like, oh man, a submarine game. Most submarine games aren't really that good. I remember playing games like The Hunt for Red October or whatever the hell it was on the NES, and it just sucked. So I kind of went into this with a closed mind, and man, did this change. This game was absolutely amazing. By far the best game on this cart, and it has awesome replay value. The graphics are great, the visuals are great, the controls are great. It's just a lot of fun. Definitely check this game out, In the Hunt. And the last game on the cart is R-Type. Now, if you are a flying shoot 'em up fan, you will love this game. However, this game is extremely hard. I still have yet to complete this game, and I've had this thing, over a year. It gets kind of frustrating. I've never beaten R-Type before. I know a lot of other people have, but this is one of the few flying shoot 'em ups that I have never beat. R-Type's a lot of fun. like the visuals are great, the controls are great. I mean, it's just a lot of fun. The graphics are awesome, the end bosses are awesome. It's just extremely hard. So that's R-Type, man. Really cool game. All right, so there are the 6 games on this Irem Arcade 1 cart. 6 games and really only one bad game on here, and that is 10-Yard Fight. 10-Yard Fight is an awful game. I'm sure it wasn't Irem that picked Blaze is the one that picks the games that are going to be on these carts. They, whatever they can get the license for. 10-Yard Fight was obviously an easy one, probably because the game sucks so much. But surprisingly, the other 5 games, really good games. I mean, Moon Patrol is probably maybe the second worst on there, but Moon Patrol really ain't that bad at all. And then Battle Chopper, Lightning Swords, R-Type, In the Hunt by far, like, tops the cake, man. That game is fucking awesome. If you have never played In the Hunt, you need to get this cart. This is a really good cart. I'm sure, if you have an EXP, then obviously you have this cart. But those that don't, I definitely recommend this cart. This is still in my top, I would say, top 3 or 4 carts on the Evercade. Of all of them, not just arcade carts, of all of them. I love this cart. So, needless to say, even though it has that shitty 10-Yard Fight on it, this is easily an A in my book. I love this cart. I highly recommend this cart. So if you don't have it, I would check it out for sure. In the Hunt itself is worth it. Because if you want to get just the individual copy of In the Hunt, I've seen it on eBay, on Amazon. Just the PS1 version is going for like $750. Dude, you can get this cart for $20 and it's on here along with 5 other games and one shitty game. So that itself is worth it. So, hey, I want to thank you guys for taking the time to join me tonight. If you are new to the channel, don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button. It really helps out this channel a lot, and I greatly appreciate it. And until the next video, game on, everybody.